Welcome to my channel, Twin Flame Spirit. I'm Yvonne, and today, you saw it in the title, I'd like to speak to all singles out there, all the people who are not in a relationship, or if you are a twin flame on your twin flame journey, already you know your twin flame and you're like, oh, this video isn't for me, I'm not single, I don't really care what she has to say this time, I don't think this is for me. Then listen up, because I'm sure you too, you have a sister or an aunt or a brother or a colleague at work who is single and who is such a nice person, and you're like, if they just met the right person, I would be so happy for them if they could unite with the right person for them, or if they could find love finally, they could get married, they could have their dream of a family if they want one, all that. So I'm sure you know someone who you would give a whole lot if you could make them happy with the right person. So I invite you to listen, even though you already know your twin, and to open your heart for these people, to open your heart and to support them on their search for the right person. Because the news is they too, or you too, if you're single and watching this, you too have a twin flame. You too have a perfect partner created by Source just for you. The partner that complements you in every possible way, like the best possible way, and who is your lover, your best friend, your teacher, your everything your heart longs for. Because let's be honest here, if you're single, you don't want to be single. You don't want to be single. Even if you now have a dog and you live in like a little cabin and you're like, oh, I'm happy like that, I don't need anything else, I'm just fine like that, I don't like people, people are stupid, people always let me down, people never treat me right, my dog always treats me right, he always like wiggles his tail when I get back home, and when I give him food, he's all happy about it, and he sleeps at my feet at night. It's really nice. My dog doesn't give me a hard time. Okay, if you're one of this kind, stop lying. Your dog doesn't replace anything. Even less so your perfect partner, your wife, your husband, your whatever you want to call it, the person that you want to speak to and who actually answers. I know a dog is really comfortable because it's like, doesn't answer you, doesn't talk back, doesn't give you a hard time when you're like in a bad mood, doesn't interfere when you're like, let's do this today. And he's not going to say, no, I don't want to do it, I don't want to go for a walk. Maybe he's like that, but then you're just going to be the boss and like, get up, we're gonna go for a walk. So your twin is not like that. You're not gonna boss him around or her. She's not gonna obey you, but that's not what you're looking for. You're not looking for a dog relationship. You're looking for someone who you see eye to eye with. So your heart is longing for that, and you know it. And if it's your boss at work or your sister-in-law or your whatever, who's single or who's freshly divorced or who's just left a really tough relationship, they can be ready too. They can be ready to meet, like that's all they want. Like, let's be honest, how many of us do really enjoy going through the natural phases of a relationship, like meeting, like seeing each other at a bar. Okay, she's cute, he's cute, okay. All sounds very promising, but so much can go wrong. So if it doesn't go wrong, you might go on a first date. If that goes well, which isn't a given at all, if you've been on some dates and some funny and strange and weird dates, like I have been, you know that you don't want to go on dates if you don't have to. It's just really your last option. If you have to meet someone because the right person hasn't shown up yet, you have to like date around and meet all these people who are really nice, but you get bored like after 10 minutes, or you're like, okay, you make it to his bedroom, but then you're like, oh, I can't believe like the sheets he has, or the wallpaper or some little details that really turns you off. Okay, so if you're like sick of that cycle, you know, like, so yeah, we were at the first date, right? It then goes on and it's all sweet and hot in the beginning, but then it fizzles out and becomes like routine, like normal relationship. You spend Christmas at his house, New Year's at her house, you buy a dog, all that. I always come up with the dog, sorry, I don't know why, it just comes natural to me, the dog thing. I think for me it's like the perfect symbol of like that family life, I guess. The family life or like the single guy life, either or. Yeah, the homeless guy has a dog too, but let's not get into that. So if you're sick of doing these cycles of meeting, uniting, kissing, making love, not talking, arguing, not talking, feeling lonely inside, feeling like you're not with the right person maybe, like all of a sudden that starts, like that thought starts coming into your mind. Is your mind here? Where's your mind? Your thoughts come in and it goes like, is there a better one out there? Is he the right one? Is she the right one? Maybe it starts just as a thought. One day, all of a sudden you look at him from in the kitchen from the side, how he's cutting the carrots. And you're like, I can't stand the way he's cutting the carrots. It drives me nuts to see how long he takes to cut one little carrot into little pieces. It drives me insane. I can't take this any longer. I have to leave, or otherwise I will grab the knife and yes. So if this starts happening and you start wondering if he's the right one, because the awful thing is you never know. Unless it's your twin flame. Well, now you know, because you know twin flames exist. So whatever is not a twin flame is the wrong person. But like a few decades ago, you didn't know. You were just like, I hope he's the right one. I hope he's, you know, you didn't know if it was going to last or not. So now, if you do choose your twin flame, it is going to last if you commit to it. And if you choose it over and over. And you know you're investing in the right person, but like all these other wrong persons, like the carrot and the dog persons, you're investing in, and then all of a sudden you're like these thoughts poisoning your romance. All of a sudden it's just gonna end. It's just gonna fall apart, and there it goes. Like so much, like this and this much time of your life wasted. It's not wasted. You had a good time, you had some good sex, you had some nice vacation, but come on. Does anyone on this planet enjoy separation? Like separating, like breaking up, like breakups? Does anyone enjoy that? That's the most horrible thing. Not only is there heartbreak involved, like you're like hurting because you like that person or you love him or her to some degree. Maybe you're even relieved. But like the thought of starting all over, like being back to square one, back to zero, back to having to start all over, isn't that the worst possible thought? I think it is, and I'm sure it is for you too. I'm sure you don't like that. You don't like to go into a relationship thinking, who knows how long it's gonna last. You don't like that. You want to know, if you had a guarantee, if I could give you that guarantee that I'm gonna give you, not me, but like, let's pretend like I could give you the right person and you're gonna stay with that person forever. Like in this lifetime, and yeah, it doesn't matter, this lifetime is the right partner for you. Would you accept it? Like if it was really guaranteed, okay, he was made for you, here we go, have him. Would you decline it? Would you be like, no, I don't want to, I want to be with as many people as possible? I guess that's possible to think that, but if you're like older than 20 or 30 and you've been around the block once or twice, I think you're gonna be ready for the one who's gonna last, right? That's all we all want, and we want to be happy and not feel alone and sad. And so you get my point. If you are single, if you know a single, tell them, or I tell you now, you do have a twin flame. It's possible to choose it. I could show you how. You don't need me to do it, but there is some caution involved, like advised, because it's not an easy thing. Not easy, like you should do lightheartedly, like, oh yeah, I want my twin flame, and it is more serious than that. But the good news is that it's gonna be so worth it. Like all your investment into that relationship starting now, like everything you're investing from now, even though like you as a twin flame, like not like we're all twin flames, but I mean, if you're watching this and you're already with your twin or half in with him, just know, even if you're like not living one life together right now, everything you're investing is not lost. Everything is worth it, and it's contributing to your union starting now, even if you don't know him yet, even if he doesn't live with you yet. So let's all choose to make that investment. Let's all spread the word, kind of, like that's possible. That's possible for everyone. Like that Walt Disney happiness, that's possible for everyone. And not mostly, but also you singles out there who might be close to giving up, not wanting anymore, like being sick of the dating, of the trying, of the breakups. It's possible. Such a good and healthy message, I feel like, so hopeful and so full of hope and yes, nice thoughts. So thanks so much for watching. I think I made my point. If you have questions, don't hesitate to approach me. If you have inputs, like suggestions, whatever, if you want to join one of my classes, if you want to join, or if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, twin flame coaching, I'd be delighted to do that. That would be an honor for me. So yeah, check out my website, check out my other videos, leave me nice little pretty comments. I really love them. And I'm saying thank you so much and talk soon. Bye bye. Much love. Bye.